All right, all right, all right. Kill the music. Kill the music. It is time for another stream. What is going on? It's Project Storm, and today we're back with another one. We're gonna be playing, as you see on your screen, the Plague Tale Requiem today. I've just finished Innocence, and I love the game. I gave Innocence high regards, like the highest scores. I put it in my top 5 in case people don't know, right? But today it's going to be a crazy stream because we're testing this at 4K 60 FPS in HDR, courtesy of OBS, as you see right here. Before we get started, I just want to jump into the settings to make sure that everything is good. So we're going to do that. All right. First up, we have output. All right, this is how I'm just gonna test this bit rate right now because I've been having issues or whatever. So what you're seeing is what we're gonna get for right now, and then I'll increase it as we go on in the future. But max bit rate 65 megabits per second. That should be enough to deliver a fairly decent looking stream. All right, VBR or variable bit rate. I could go constant, but I'm not gonna do that right now. And then main 10 is the profile that enables HDR streaming. You know, I've already dropped a few streams in HDR, so this is nothing new to me. So if it's new to you, let me know if you need any suggestions or tips on how to set this up. And shout out to Epox, or I don't know how he pronounces, but Epox Box on YouTube. You know, always breaking down the tips and everything that we need to succeed when it comes to OBS and HDR and stuff like that, right? So we have video 4K. As you can see, the stream is in 4K, 60 FPS. I've also tried 1440p, 120 FPS just for the heck of it, for future compatibility sakes. And this is what I like to do. All right. So what you're looking at right here, the color format must be on P01010 bit. All right. And then I put mine on 2100 Rec 2100 PQ. But I've also played around with another one. I can't remember what it was because I haven't streamed on OBS in a little while. All right. Been using Streamlabs OBS. So we're gonna jump into some gameplay. I don't know. Now this stream may crash. It may not hold up at all, y'all. Right? We're gonna be playing a Plague Tale Innocence Requiem on the RTX 3080 tier using the PC app as you see right here, and then we're gonna switch over and we're gonna go through Game Pass Ultimate for PC, and we're gonna launch the game on my local PC. I had so much fun doing it yesterday that I have to just jump back into it. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right in. First, though, we have to show the settings. All right. First of all, I'll say this: the PC app has been my favorite way to play on Geforce now. Now, I don't own a Shield TV Pro or anything like that, but I have tried the browser, and that's pretty cool as well. I may throw some of that in during the stream at some point. You all know how I do things. If you've been following me or whatever, subscribed or whatever, you know how I do it. Anything can happen at any moment because the storm is unpredictable. Now, that's the latest version right there. What you want to do here, you all, once you come over here, you want to connect your accounts using the app, like Ubisoft right there, Epic Games, Steam, etc. These are the three main ones you're going to be able to connect. However, you can stream games from Origin or EA Origin and GOG and things like that, right? But we're going to go ahead and run this network test. Now, I had issues yesterday with my stream because my connectivity, my internet has been acting crazy, and I'm not sure what's going on. My ISP, apparently they don't know what's going on either. But I have to keep on making these videos. I can't stop, you know? So I might have a good day, I might have a bad day, but we're always gonna play. Right here, latency is at 9 milliseconds. That's what we wanna see. Packet loss right now looks pretty good, you know? Bandwidth is definitely where it needs to be. And then you have 75 megabits per second. I'm gonna show that right down here. When you come in here, you want to go to streaming quality. This should be the first thing you do when using the RTX 3080 tier, right? If you are using the RTX 3080 tier. Custom, you must select that. You can select competitive, and it'll show you, explain exactly what these different settings do. But I'm gonna put mine on custom, and then we're gonna go fully maxed out 4K 60 FPS, 75 megabits per second bit rate to make everything look like it's about to look right now. Hopefully, adaptive VSync, adjust for poor network conditions, so you can see whenever I'm having any kind of issues with my connection. Then we got resolution upscaling. Um, I keep mine on AI enhanced, and I used to put it on like medium, but now I go high because it just looks good. And GeForce Now is always, they're constantly updating you all, like constantly updating. So, check out the blogs every week. I do recap the blogs. I always say that during my streams. And I know you all are ready for some gameplay, and so am I. But in-game graphic settings, turn that on so you can, your settings can be saved. You won't have to keep messing with that, all right? So, I want to show you one more thing before we get started right here. Once you come in, if you don't know where you want to purchase the game or whatever, you could choose Steam or Epic Game Store, whichever one you want to grab the game from, and then you can hit the get button like that right there, and it takes you right to Steam or Epic Game Store. And then you can check out the reviews if you want to before you purchase the game, all that good stuff, and then you could just buy the game. Now, I don't have to do that because GeForce Now has been tremendous at helping creators do their thing, and this game key was provided by GeForce Now. And it's absolutely amazing that they do that for creators, right? But we're going to jump into the game, and this is going to be running at 4K high settings. The HDR, again, is coming from OBS, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to pull this off because the last time I tried to stream at 1440p, 60 FPS with HDR on, I had a little bit of issues, so it hasn't been super consistent. But that's the purpose. Hey, that's the fun in the whole thing, right? Go live, make it happen on the fly. I'm already loving the game so far from what I played. I'll be bouncing back and forth, you all. Like, I'm not gonna power through the game or anything like that, So if you're looking for a full walkthrough, this is not gonna be the time. But I will finish the game and stream every step of it at some point on this channel. All right. Apex, what this is how I started out, y'all. This is how I started. I don't even know how I selected Apex. Oh gosh, I don't know how I selected Apex Legends, y'all. But at least you got a chance to see what that looks like at the title screen. But we're gonna go back, and I thought I hit play right here. I don't know what happened right there, but play, play till that would happen right there. That would happen. That's a good way to start out the stream. So if that's the worst thing that's gonna happen, then we're doing pretty good right now. But shout out to EA and Apex, the developers of Apex Legends. You know what I mean? Respawn Entertainment. That's a fantastic game, and it runs like a dream, like a souped-up Ferrari with 2,000 horsepower on GeForce Now with Reflex and all NVIDIA Reflex and all that stuff. Crazy. All right, we're going to take this opportunity right here to hit Control plus G. This is the number one question I get. Like, how do you bring up the overlays on GeForce Now? So right here, you can confirm your settings. You see 4K 60 FPS. Everything that I was talking about earlier is right there, is already enabled. But heads up display. This is how you move it around the screen to different locations. You see I click upper right. The diagram shows you where it is. Then bottom right or whatever. But I think I'm going to keep it on upper left for right now. But that's how you do that. You can also check out your highlights and video captures and stuff like that. So if that's what you choose to do. Now we're going to hit Control plus N to see how my connection is faring right now. All right, at this time, there's no frame loss, no packet loss. So we're going to go ahead and jump out there. We'll start. This is where I left off last night. So this is the furthest point that I made it to. But we're going to jump into this right here. Check these settings. Here we have VSync on with 4K. Super resolution is DLSS super resolution is on balance for this stream right here. I did quality and ultra last night. Reflex, low latency. You have to turn this. If I don't know why you wouldn't want to turn this on. It's just going to further reduce latency to the point where everything is going to feel local, you know. And then we're going to do high settings throughout. And here we go. So what I'm going to do is run around for a little bit in different areas, different sections of the game. And then I'll switch over to the local PC version. We're going to boot that up. And then we'll do the same thing to let you all see how the game runs on both. These guys are weird. All right, here we go. Everything is super smooth, fully smoked out, which I love. Let them go by real quick. Oh man. Love the dialogue. Voice acting is amazing. It's top notch. All right. Looks like everything is holding up pretty well so far. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Now, yesterday I couldn't figure this out. I took forever because I was talking. You know, I'm not gonna do as much talking today. I always say that though. What we'll do is get to the next checkpoint, and then we will start the PC version. It'll probably be another location, but still. The goal is for you guys to get an idea of how this thing looks, how it runs on GeForce Now and on the PC. So I'm pretty much spotlighting both. Not a direct comparison. Whatever looks good to you is what looks good to you. It may be surprising for some people that the game runs like this on GeForce Now's 3080 tier. Oh, okay. Go ahead and distract him real quick. Super smooth with VSync on. Whoa. Okay. Go ahead and throw this back here. There's always a way for Hugo to go. Details, everything is right, is exactly what I would imagine. Okay, which way am I gonna go? Let's go right. All right, 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Let me turn the audio up a little bit. And as if people pop in, then we'll adjust that and do what we have to do. You all know me. I'm always like, hey, it doesn't matter who shows up, whether people show up or not, because I want to focus on the game. I missed a whole lot of commentary and all of that stuff yesterday. So hopefully I get a chance to pay attention to this part before somebody comes up in here. Okay, so now I'm going to switch over to DRTX 3080 in this PC. All right, we're going to stop it right there. That's a good place to stop. And now we're going to switch over to the PC. It's all PC, but you all know what I'm talking about. All right, so let's do this. Select Xbox. We're going to go through Game Pass Ultimate, and we are going to go to my library. If I can make this full screen, for some reason it's not letting me click on it. Again, things like this can happen. Anything can happen, like something this simplistic, right? So let's see. Um, Now what I want to do. Okay, so now let's see if I can click on the game now. Some weird reason it's freezing. All right, can I hit play? Exit out of it and come back in if I can. Okay, let's see if I can close this. Not gonna let me close it. And there's issue number one right there. Issue number one. Let me go Control Alt Delete Task Manager. And we'll have to close it out like this. Where where is it? I have no idea what's going on right now, you all, but it's glitched out for some reason. Doom, doom, doom. I have no idea. Let's see if we can quit out right here. So it wasn't responding. I don't know. So hopefully it'll let me close it out and then we can launch it right back up. If not, we're going to go back to Geforce now until let's just do that. Wow. Let's try the browser this time though. Go ahead. There's always going to be some type of issues, big or small. I don't know how long it's going to take for that to close, but that's the PC app for you when it comes to Game Pass, man. There's always something going on with that one. I have no idea. So here's the actual Chrome browser. We're gonna go ahead and launch the game. And then we're gonna continue where I left off last night, just to give us some different scenery or whatever. All right. Retry connection. Not sure what that message was about, but we should be good to go. So earlier, the app ran the game very well. I can't say that much. I'm definitely impressed with that one. But now let's see how the browser is gonna fare. And then at some point, maybe the Game Pass app will close itself out. Let's see. It's looking like I'm gonna have to restart my PC for that to work. So we're gonna have to let's close it. Okay, that'll work. So that took care of that. This right here is the again the Chrome browser. We're gonna run around for a little bit. Let's see. This is where I just was, kind of like in the same location. So good. We'll start right here. Apply 1440p. Go down. Okay, we should be on high settings. Good. Let's go. Wow. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Chrome browser. Unbelievable. Not too much I can really say, you know what I mean, that I haven't said yesterday and time again before. Like, it's just super impressive stuff, you all. All right, we're going to skip past this because I've already seen it. Listen to the waves crashing. So once we go local PC, we can go ahead and end this one because the thing is that everything is holding up. I didn't expect that, to tell you the truth, at 4K 60 with HDR. So once we throw local PC gameplay in, we can go ahead and shut this one down. That'll be a wrap. It's amazing how I can get into the game with no problem through Geforce now, the cloud service, right? But as soon as I try to launch the Game Pass app, I can't get into the game on my local PC. Oh man, no game audio that has see Jinx. I appreciate it. Hold on 1 second, man. I knew something. I'm telling you, there's always something. Always something. Let's fix that right now. Something I should have checked. I checked everything else. HDR settings, 4K, all of that stuff, right? And now the game sound should be fixed. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, man. This is what I'm talking about.
Mommy? Lucas? Where are you?
That makes like the 25th time I've done that. But it's okay because, see, the thing is, as long as you can see what's on the screen, you really don't even have to hear the game like that at times. You know what I mean? Like, you can just get a mental picture of what's going on around you when you check out that high level gameplay, man. This is crazy. But let's go.
No. It hurts. Please. Please. Stop
All right.
screeching and help me.
A reminder, right after this, I'm going to the local PC with the RTX 3080 in it.
Help me. No, not that. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
All right, we're going to stop it right there. Jinx said, I wanted to hear those waves when you mentioned it. Oh man, see, I can't, and hey, can't get that back. We got to check the stream from yesterday, or you know what I mean. I'm sure I'll go back through this part like 50 times in the next year or so. So it's all good. The main thing I wanted people to see is how the game runs. You know what I mean? So here we go. We're gonna go back down. Start Xbox. And we should be able to jump right into the game this time. So let's go. And this will be running at 4K high settings with DLSS on balance. And that'll be 3 different ways. I'm not sure how everything is going to look in HDR. I can't wait to go back and check it out. I know it's not going to be like HDR on PC has not been known to look as good as on consoles or whatever. But I can say when I turn on HGIG on my Samsung display, it makes everything look better. Black levels, everything just looks better when I turn that on. But I can see that the stream is in HDR because I'm looking at my other display right now. So here we go. It's right here, local PC. And we're gonna go with this checkpoint right here. I should have gone to the settings, but everything should be high. I promise you it's high, but we're gonna get into it as soon as I can.
You sung so
Okay,
many. You're
nice
a
and
great
beautiful.
captain.
Let's check these settings out real quick. HDR. Now see, HDR is included in the game, right? Or you can enable it. Whereas you cannot do that currently on GeForce Now. So this is another reason why I put the stream in HDR, you know. And another reason why I can't wait to go back and check it all out. Now this is not going to be a super long video at all. We are going to power through the campaign at different times, you all, so keep it locked right here. But let's go ahead and run this thing.
Tuna was nice.
He was, yes.
I'd like to have a friend like him.
I know. But we'll settle down soon and you'll make
Wow.
You're sure?
as soon as we know how you're doing.
Now last night I
That
showed
could be a
people
long
that
time.
the game
Not
looks
this
just as
This
good
game's
on
different, I know it.
GeForce Now
I
using the
hope so.
PC app when it's fully
We'll
maxed
have
out
to
and
climb
everything.
this. You pull me up this time.
What?
It was crazy how close it
I'll
was.
help you.
You're too heavy anyway.
Huh, how dare you?
One day I'll be able to. Whoa! That castle is huge!
What do you say? Do we attack it?
All right, I'm ready.
Now! Charge!
I have 32 gigs of RAM in
Jesus
this
Christ,
PC.
What do we do?
Corsair
see.
Vengeance. I think I have it clocked at 32 megahertz.
Ha! It's locked up tight.
He saw us coming. Here,
Let's
secret
sneak
path.
in.
Yes, it's a good plan.
But it's crazy though
Feel
because the
evil
streaming, the
around us.
magic is happening because of the NVENC encoder that's inside of the NVIDIA GPUs. That's what's doing all the work right now when it comes to this stream, because this right here is, I'm using a single PC build to do all of this, right? And I don't have a capture card. The capture card is in my streaming PC. So it's crazy that it can even work like this with HDR and all this stuff, man. It's just ridiculous how technology is advancing.
It's a bit dark.
Come on, my king. They don't expect us to sneak in.
Yes.
I'm with you. Don't worry. Oh, I think the sorcerer's men are close.
Really?
Oh, that's the part when Marcus came in last night.
Are you hurt?
No, but I want to go back now.
I agree.
I streamed
That's
this
enough
for
for
like
today.
3 hours
Yes,
yesterday. I had so much
I
fun,
see.
man, just running between PC,
Coats.
the browser,
with you.
and the
Broken
PC
the
app.
ceiling. Maybe they heard.
Let's just be careful for now.
You smell that? It smells like a fireplace.
But now I know I can
Yes.
actually do a 4K HDR stream with no issues.
It's all burned.
It's recent. These bastards.
I'll take the manual, like the
Maybe
user
it
error
was.
all day, like on my end. No game sound, stuff like
I
that.
don't know.
I'll take
be
that
discreet
versus
and
like
get out.
performance hiccups and all that stuff any day of the week. This smoke, man, I'm telling you, every time I see it, it's like I can smell the smoke and the ashes or whatever.
Maybe it was an accident.
Where are the people? This way.
Nice.
Monsieur,
Hey!
What's going on?
How many of you are there?
Wait! We didn't mean to trespass. We fell here by accident. We'll leave if you show us how.
Lies.
I swear. I don't know what's happening here, but we have nothing to do with it.
Lies! You bloody thieves! I'll cut you to pieces!
Starting to like these guys.
Come back here!
They just seem like the perfect villains for this part.
No, come.
You're trapped.
Here,
He's still behind us.
keep an eye out for an exit.
This was one time too many. Don't think we'll let you go this time.
Through here. He won't follow.
Quick.
That's crazy because I just did this part on Geforce Now earlier in the stream, right? So anybody that's coming in later, oh man, hold up. You can go back and see the same part played at the beginning of the stream.
No! Should have thought of that before you lot stole from us.
Telling y'all, it does not look too far off. It looks the same to me.
Sure they don't come back.
Local and the 3080 tier, it looks the same when I'm running through the app, especially at 4K.
No, that man on the ground's the last we got. Well, kill them if you find them.
We must get out of here.
Yes, quick.
They're crazy. Let's go.
And that's on both high and ultra settings.
Yeah, because they won't see us.
What a mess. Now what use do you have for our meat and honey, huh? You're dead. Matthias, come! They got Grandad pretty bad. Shit.
Amicia at the house.
No, Grandpa. Oh, looks bad. Dad will be back from the market any time now. Yes.
We could hide here.
It's over
They'll
for
find
now.
us. We have to keep going.
It's a bloodbath.
What? Careful.
Just stand there whining. There may still be some of them around. Go help the others.
I don't feel well, Matthias.
I don't give a damn.
Look, just had a hiccup right there too, so it depends. I see a little bit of
That toolbox.
like
It'll make a noise.
there's a little bit of tearing or whatever when I turn the camera and looking at the trees in the background and stuff. And this is the PC on high settings, so
Damn work.
I don't know.
I need to get out of here.
Okay, let's throw this.
Steady.
Someone's still hiding.
Away. Let's be quick. We get back to the cart. We get away from this place.
Mummy will be so angry.
We just won't.
What's crazy is I think the latency might feel a tad better on Geforce Now, y'all. Like I'm telling you.
You're supposed to stand guard. This is all on you.
Okay.
We're going to have to climb up. Quietly.
Donna! Get your damned ass over here right now! Take that life out of you.
Oh no. This is where Donut lives.
Maybe he's still away.
I hope so.
Let's try through here.
At least they didn't damage these ones.
Wait.
Man, Jinx, I thank you again, man. If you didn't come through, I would have no audio. You wouldn't be able to hear those flies or anything. But again, it's not the first time. It won't be the last that's gonna happen. It happens to everybody at some point. At least my mic was on.
It's coming.
Bang. This game is beautiful, man. Like,
He almost saw us.
oh,
We have to be more careful.
Tomorrow.
We must reach that door. Shh.
Amicia the bots.
That would work. If I throw it behind him.
The hell? I've got an axe. I warn you.
Now's our chance.
Saints protect me. Nothing here.
Please tell me this is our way out.
Yes.
No, they've locked it.
Maybe there's another way. There's a hole here.
Yes.
I can go and open the door from the other side.
I wish you didn't have to. All right, but be very careful.
Hugo is my boy.
Please don't get spotted. Come on, Hugo.
It's too heavy, but you can open it now.
Yes, well done.
Where are they? Have they done enough?
I don't
Yo, it feels the exact same as on the RTX 3080 tier GeForce Now. It feels the exact same, you all, if not a little bit better on the PC app. I'm telling you, the game is right here in front of me. I'm playing it right now on my local PC. That's ridiculous.
Stop! Please!
You were Dad's biggest mistake, but I will fix it.
Stop!
Hugo, stay behind me.
Who are you?
We got lost. We're leaving. Just let the boy go.
You hear that, Remy?
Are you with the thieves?
No, we just arrived. Listen, it's our fault if he was late.
You have no right to be here! Remy, you handle it. And don't disappoint me.
But the boy,
He's the right age to learn.
you shouldn't have come.
You don't want to do this, believe me.
You talk too much.
All right, I'm going to stop it right there. And there it is. There you have it. GeForce Now RTX 3080 tier. You have GeForce Now 3080 tier in the Chrome browser. And lastly, you just got GeForce Now, local PC gameplay of A Plague Tale Requiem. I hope you all appreciated it. Until the next one, and with 4K HDR the whole time, I'm going to go back and check the stream out right now to see how it looks. And I'll be bringing more of these in the future. Shout out to Kratos. Shout out to Team Green, man. GeForce Now is doing big things. Until the next one, I'm out of here, you all. Peace.